Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. Hopefully you guys can all hear me okay. Why, yes, you can. Miss Kimberly Knox Cole. You can have a reading. Hey, Tracy. All right, so I'm going to do the weekend reading first, and that's the reading for everybody. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Tracy, you can have one. Hey, Lydia, you can have one too. Sorry, you guys, my dog is like over there sneezing and carrying on.
Yelling at me.
All right, you guys, here we go. We're going to get started on the weekend reading, and then we'll dive right into the regular readings. All right, so here we go. All right, you guys. Here is the general reading for everybody for this weekend. Are you saying my dog sounds like me? Tiki, my baby. So my dog's birthday is Cinco de Mayo, and he just turned 11. Yeah, all the sneezes in a row. I do sneeze multiple times in a row. I actually am trying very hard not to sneeze right now because you guys probably don't know this. I have a broken rib at the moment. So sneezing hurts. So I'm really trying to avoid sneezing. All right. Oh, a lot of things going on. Okay, so the first message is for us to get grounded. That's always a really good place to approach anything from, is being extremely, extremely grounded. So it's dropping that grounding cord down to the center of the earth from the base of your spine. And you just keep dropping it until you feel that slight pulling sensation. It starts about at your hips and it pulls you down. And you just let it pull you and you go with it. And that's when you know you're really getting grounded. So that's one of the things I do before every reading is I stop and I reset and clear and I get grounded and connected and centered. And then I focus on the person that's asking the question so I can give them the highest and best message for them. So grounding is going to be very important right now because there's a lot of people and energy floating around. And it's like, there's people who are being dropped into our lives right now to help us, and they're being placed there for a reason. Okay, the divine energy, the God energy, source energy is dropping certain people into our lives to help support us and uplift us. So pay attention to the people that are coming in to support you. They are there for a reason. And we need the support because sometimes we have like meddling people in our lives. And sometimes they want to help. And sometimes they very much so do mean well. It's just not helpful. So I don't know if you guys have ever experienced people like that. Hi, Jessica Lynn. Sure. So, but sometimes we have people that come into our lives and they want to be very helpful and they are very well-meaning, but sometimes it's just not helpful. And then you have those people that come in and they really want to meddle and take control and, tell you how you should live your life. Again, they probably think they're being very helpful, but sometimes there's those ulterior motives. So those two are kind of butting up against each other, right? So you just want to pay attention so that you're very grounded, so you can work on discerning who's really around to help and who is meddling. Or maybe sometimes people just need, a little bit of wisdom and guidance and be told that, I appreciate your help, but it's, I didn't ask for it, right? Like sometimes that's a thing. So it's about knowing what the situation is going on around you and being able to discern it, and then being grounded so that you can connect with this source energy that's trying to help guide you and help you on this journey and this path, and is trying to make sure that you're properly able to handle it and hear your own voice in your own mind. Okay. And so once all this can be cleared up and addressed, and you can kind of start shifting, right? Shifting perception, how you're perceiving things, shifting your perception of things. So sometimes we look at things and we think, oh, that's bad, or maybe a person is bad, or a person isn't helpful. But we're being asked to really open up and look at everything, because maybe there's something there. There's some value there, right? Sources bringing people in for a reason, and we're not seeing it. So that happens sometimes as well, right? So that's where you've got to really get connected to be able to discern the difference. But good things are wanting to come through. The support is wanting to come through. So there is hope for the situations that are going on this weekend. I know that we still have some fairly crazy energy coming off that new moon, because it was kind of a doozy. So there's a lot of energy and emotion and things swirling and going on right now. And that's just all hooked into the new moon energy as well. So, but everything's going to work out. Everything's going to come through on the other side. Okay. So it's saying, hold on to hope, just ride out the storm, and everything will start to get back to normal. Okay. Okay, Tracy. Hey, Pam. Oh, Lydia said I froze. Did I come back on? All right, Tracy. Yeah, let me know, okay? All right. So up first, we have Kimberly Knox Cole. So get some clearing shuffles in. All right, here we go. All right, here we go, Mama. Oh, you guys, I just realized I did some private readings and I used the Zoom for that. And the camera's got to be set at a totally different place to see everything. So you guys aren't seeing the cards very well. Okay, I think that helps. Maybe a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right. Okay, so things are going to feel a little disruptive and scary for a moment, but it's going to be okay. So don't lose hope and don't lose sight of what you're doing. Okay. So this is that the whole, it can be related to like the tower energy, but I don't feel like it's that disruptive because the tower can be really disruptive. So it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit scary for a minute, but it's going to be okay. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Oh, did I unfreeze you guys? Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lydia. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Hi, Marianne. Yeah, we can see. We can try and see. Okay. All right. I got you on the list. Thank you, Pamela, letting me know we're all good and clear. Okay. So, yes. Things will get a little bit scary, but it's going to be okay. Okay, ultimately, you know you're protected. So just stay your course, stay the path, do the steps, take the action that you know you need to take. But ultimately, you're very protected. Okay, there's a new beginning, right? And this is a very good, promising new beginning, right? So starting a journey. Okay, so they're just saying be open to new ideas and, you know, stay open. Just stay open for the new things that are wanting to come in. Okay. But it does show a new beginning coming through. It's going to be a little bit more balanced in the give and take, and it's going to feel a lot more magical and aligned with what you want. Okay. But you got to be really honest with yourself and pay attention to your own self doubt. Okay. Because your own negative talk and self doubt and fear and worry can potentially create a problem and a block. So you got to be really honest with yourself and know that, you know, this is not helpful. Cut it off. Okay? You don't need that. Cut it off. All right? So even if there's, you know, things going on and being said, it doesn't matter. Just live in your truth and be honest and everything will be fine. So it's moving forward into good. This is a very promising card. Of course, these are very promising cards that this new beginning is going to be good. Okay? All right. So that was for Kimberly. All right. Tracy said she had to go. Tracy, I really hate that. But yeah, hopefully we can get you lined up for Monday or Tuesday. That would be perfect. We can do that. Okay. And next up we have Lydia. All right. Clear. So I'm using our Clear and Protect spray. It's multi-purpose for clearing and protecting people, places, things, objects. We tell you how to use it here on the side. And we have a large and a small. And that's available on our website, thewitchsource.com. And you can find some of our other products there and our private readings, which are on sale right now. So they're a whole private reading session. It's like up to an hour for $15. So that's only for the month of May. So you guys probably want to jump on that. So we get to talk privately, one-on-one. You can ask questions, and we read your cards. And sometimes, you know, you get multiple spreads depending on the questions. So yeah, that's an hour. That's all yours for only $15 for the month of May. So jump on that. All right. Lydia, let me get a couple more clearing shuffles in. Oh boy. Okay, you guys, this is it fell out of the deck, so I'm going to read it. It's just a kind of general message for whoever needs it. We want to stay out of the dark, depressive places. Okay, we gotta search for the balance and the harmony in our lives. All right. And it's saying, please pay attention to your intuition, because your intuition and your higher self is trying to break through to give you the guidance and the help and the support that you need to overcome the depression and the darkness. Okay. So don't go to those deep, dark places. They're not helpful at all. So make sure that you're really tuning in and paying attention so that you can get yourself and your life back in harmony and balance where it needs to be. Okay. So that was a fallout message for everybody. All right, Lydia, let me get 2 more clearing shuffles in. All right, Lydia. Here we go. All right, Lydia, here we go. All right, Lydia. Oh, got something you got to do. What do you have to do, my dear? What is going on? What's got to be done? Okay, Lydia. So I'm getting that you have to tap into your intuition. It's a must. It's an absolute. It has to be done. Okay. There's a lot of talk and things going on right now, and you need to not listen. You need to tap into your own intuition and your own higher self and listen and pay attention. Okay. That's going to ultimately be the guidance, and the best guidance is listening to your intuition. So you've got to block out all the talk and just pay attention to your intuition. Okay. Because it's going to give you the information that you need. And it's going to be that guiding light that you need. Okay. That's going to be the thing that really opens everything up for you. So pay attention. Okay. Pay very close attention to what you're feeling, right? What are your emotions? What's the energy around you, within you? What are you feeling within your body, right? Because those are all signs, and that's all part of your internal system trying to speak to you. So if you have a tightness in the gut, or a heaviness in the heart, or a weight on the shoulders, if you have headaches, that's a type of block. If you're feeling, off, have a, you know, uh, anything like that, like just pay attention to what your body is trying to tell you, what the energy within your body is trying to tell you, along with what the intuition is trying to drop in, because your body will send you signals as messages as well. Okay. So when you really start paying very close attention to what's going on in your energy and in your mind, and your body, that's going to be the thing that's going to be the thing that just breaks you through, right? When you can start listening and paying attention to the signs and the messages, even internally, not just externally the signs, but internally the signs of what your body is trying to tell you, what your higher self is trying to tell you, okay? Because that's going to help bring about the change that you're wanting to have and see, okay? There's some scary, disruptive things about to go on in your life, and you just have to understand it's the cycles, okay? It's a cycle of life. It's just a part of the process. Okay. Things have to end. All right. There's an ending. And it's just life, right? It's just the cycle. Okay. But you need to know that just everything goes in a cycle, right? So when one thing ends, there might be a little bit of time, but then, it renews, right? It comes back, right? The cycle starts again. Okay. But yeah, so there's going to be very uncomfortable. It's just a cycle. Some things have to leave. Some things have to die. Some things have to end. It's just the process. It's natural. It's okay. Okay. And, part of the process is going through those cycles and accepting them. Okay. That's a part of it. All right. But you're being asked to, again, go deep with yourself. Pay attention to what's going on within you, okay? Because there's messages that you're going to be receiving and you need to be prepared for them, and you have to know how to receive them. And that work starts now with paying attention to your intuition and your mind and your body and what it's trying to tell you, okay? So get prepared so that when you get to this time period, you're really aware and ready to receive those messages, okay? All right, Lydia, I hope that was helpful and made sense. Oh, okay, Sherry. Hi and bye, Sherry. Could it be what? Yes, yes, Lydia. The answer is yes to what you were asking last night. Yeah. So just further confirmation on that. Yeah. Okay. But like I said, there's going to be other messages coming in. So you've got to get prepared so that you're ready to receive those messages when they're trying to come through to let you know everything's okay. Okay? All right. All right. Let's see who we have next here. Tracy had to leave. That's okay. Okay, Jessica Lynn, you are up next. Yes. Okay, Jessica Lynn, you are next. Let me do some clearing shuffles and then we'll get started on your reading. All right, Jessica. Here we go. We're going to start on your reading, okay? All right, Jessica, here we go. Okay, Jessica. All right, so it looks like you've got to do some healing work. Okay, so you want to really pay attention and look at some of the things that are really hard for you to look at and be very honest with yourself about it, because you've really got to start this journey, okay? Because it's really going to help everything in your life start to flow better and clear things out, okay? There's certain people around you right now that you need to be aware of, that they are trying to manipulate and control. And this goes back to the same card came up on the general reading for everybody, that, you know, sometimes these people, their intentions are good and they want to be very helpful, but they are doing it in a very controlling and manipulative way. Okay. And that's not truly for your highest and best. And then sometimes there are people that are just straight up trying to manipulate you for their own causes and purposes. They're not really trying to help. So, but either way, I want you to start paying attention to the people around you, okay? Because it's going to be very important. So just pay attention, all right? So things are trying to start flowing in your life. You're trying to get things moving, and I see that the new beginnings here is here and flowing with it. So just, I think if you get rid of these people, things are going to flow much easier. Okay, that's what I'm getting. You've got to just, if you can cut these people out, things will go a lot smoother. Things will flow a lot easier. Okay, but pay attention to doing some healing work. If that's something that you're interested in, you can check out the podcast and we talk about some healing work and diving deep into doing the different healing techniques and working through the chakras. So just anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can just look for The Witch Source. We're also on YouTube, the podcast, you can listen to them there or on our website. So we try to make it very available for everybody to find the information. But that's going to be very helpful. Okay, so for this new process that you're beginning, you have to make sure that you're finishing and ending things, tying up those things run in cycles, right? So you're wanting to start anew, but you have to finish up some things first. It's time to let some things go first, okay? So you got to be really honest with yourself about what those things are and let them go. And try to do so, joyfully, because there's going to be some sadness and some depression that comes in, with kind of this letting go and moving forward. And that's completely understandable when you know, make big transitions. Sometimes there's a grieving process that has to be gone through when you're, maybe releasing people or friends, family, places that are familiar and starting new. There's a little bit of a grieving that goes on, okay? But don't get stuck there, okay? Because you've got a lot of source divine energy around you. The goddess card is here. So if you want to work with the goddess, she is making herself available to you and to help you tap into your own natural magic and inner abilities. Okay. So if you're interested in that, reach out and just, it doesn't have to be a certain goddess. You can just use goddess. Okay. You don't have to go look for any specific deity or anything like that. If goddess does not resonate with you, then just call on whatever your belief system is, whether that's just divine energy, source energy, God, it doesn't matter. But, ask for help through this process. So if you haven't asked for help yet, if you haven't talked to the divine about what direction all this needs to go and what's the highest and best for you, talk to the divine and ask. Okay, ask for the signs and they will show up. Okay, and you can ask for very, very clear signs, right? So you can say, if I need to go in this direction, show me a blue bird for yes or a red bird for no, right? Or let me see a bunny rabbit, or, let me see a butterfly, anything like that. And then pay attention, because it's not always going to be, a bunny rabbit running across the street. It might be a bunny rabbit on a billboard, okay? Or it might be a piece of junk mail that you get, but it's got a bunny on it, okay? So pay attention. You really got to pay attention when you ask for signs, but you can ask for specific signs on, should I do this or should I do that, okay? And don't do what I did the other night, which I was, half delirious and falling asleep. And I asked for a sign and I said, let me see a bluebird for yes and a red bird or a cardinal for no. And there's birds all around my house all the time, right? Well, I was outside all day the next day, didn't see a single bird. And then at the end of the day, I saw one bluebird. And I was like, oh, okay, great. My sign was yes. Only because I was so delirious and sleepy, I don't remember what I asked. And I know that's totally ridiculous, but I'm human too. So I don't remember what I asked at all. But yes, you can ask for signs, but try to remember what you asked. And if you have the opportunity, write it in your journal or something where you won't forget, and you can go back and then write, follow up of, okay, this date and time I asked for this sign, and this date and time I got the sign, right? So that's very helpful. If I hadn't have been falling asleep when I did it, which was obviously not the right thing to do. So I got a yes for something, but I don't know what. So anyway, Jessica, yeah, definitely things will flow. You just got to start some healing work if you can, and, be ready to let go of things that need to be let go of. And it's okay to be sad and just let that flow through you. Just don't get stuck there. But yeah, the new things coming in are really good. Be honest with the divine, be open with the divine, work in co-creation with the divine. Okay, that's really important. You have to talk to the divine, tell them what you want, ask them for help, ask them for guidance, and ask them for signs. Okay, and they will get you there. Okay. Ah, yes, Jessica, wonderful. Yeah, so start in your journal, start writing and asking about, the signs. What do you want to know? What do you need help and guidance on? And you can journal to the divine. Okay, so you can write like letters to the divine in that journal as well and ask for those signs, right? And then record and follow up, because then in your journal, you're going to have your own confirmation of answers from the divine. Okay. All right. I hope that was very helpful to you. All right. Let's see. Up next, we have Mary Ann Murphy. Okay. All right, Mary Ann, let me get the cards up and we'll see what's going on. Okay. And you guys, don't forget, if you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to leave a review or a recommendation on the Facebook page. We really appreciate that. And if you check us out on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe. We're also on Instagram. You can follow us there as well. And we appreciate all the love you want to give. All right. All right, Marianne, I'm going to hit us with a spritz of the clearing. And that tingling, you guys, that you hear, that's the crystals. These things are loaded up with crystals in the sprays. All right. Let me get 2 more shuffles in, Marianne. I'm just feeling like we need a couple more. There we go. Okay. All right. If you can feel my son and he has a message for me, please let me know. I'm having a very hard time. Okay, Marianne. That takes a lot of energy for me. I don't practice with my mediumship very often. It takes a lot of energy for me to do that. So being able to plan for that and properly prepare definitely helps. So I can't promise anything, but I will start with a reading and we'll just see what happens. Okay. All right. So I can ask, if there is a message that can come through the cards for that. But as far as him coming through, I don't know. I can't guarantee anything. It takes a lot of energy for them and for me to do that. But we will do a reading and see. Okay. That is the very best I can do. I cannot make any promises. Okay. All right, Marianne, here we go. Okay. All right, Marianne. Hey, Pam, are you still on here? If you are and you're feeling anything, please feel free to share and jump in. Okay, I'm feeling led to say that. And if you are at a place, Pam, where if you have your cards and can also tap in and see if we can help Marianne with that, please jump in and let's just see, okay? Because I really want to be able to help her, and it might take both of us, okay? But I just got led to ask you if you can try to jump in, okay? Let me know if you're feeling anything and share. Okay. All right, Marianne. They're asking you to get very grounded, okay? I actually see you physically outside if possible, like barefoot, put your feet in the dirt, sit on the ground, put your back against a tree or hug a tree, okay? Get really grounded. I talked at the beginning about grounding. I don't know if you heard it, so I'll mention it again, but you can envision a cord of energy running from the base of your spine straight down into the center of the earth. And you just keep visualizing that cord dropping and dropping and dropping until you feel like a pulling sensation at your hips, kind of just a slight pulling sensation. And you just release, okay? And release what you can, what you're willing to give, release it down and let it go into the ground and ground it, okay? Any kind of emotion, tension in your body, the thoughts running through your head, just ground those down, okay? That's going to open you up, okay? And that's going to really help, okay? The Bright Mother card is here, and it has two messages, okay? This is a dual purpose, dual message card, okay? Not only is it saying that, you are a good mother, it's also saying be a good mother to yourself, okay? Make sure you're taking care of yourself right now. All right, the message here is to love yourself and take care of yourself because you are so very much loved. Okay, so make sure you're loving yourself as well. Okay, be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, be compassionate with yourself right now. Okay. I don't know if I feel like there's some indecision about how things happened or crossed over. It feels like you're unsure, you're uneasy. There's some questions, there's doubts, there's unknown feelings. There's some just wondering and some indecision, and it's causing you a lot of sadness and depression, which the grieving process is its own process, and understandably so. But they're asking you to please try to pay attention to your mind and don't let your mind take you into really sad places, okay? All right, keep your thoughts and your minds clear. Like, all right, I'm being pushed to say there's nothing you could have done. So stop thinking that you could have, because there's nothing you could have done, and that's okay. Okay? And the healing can take place, okay? The healing can take place. You got to let the healing in, okay? And it's there, all right? And the retriever card is here. So this is something coming back to you. So I don't know if you're I'm sorry, not Pam. Marianne, Pamela is asking if it was an accident that happened. So Marianne, make sure you're paying attention to the comments, okay? Because Pamela's going to be commenting as well, because I asked her to jump in, and she does readings and stuff as well. Okay. Oh, so the retriever card is here. So I feel like, obviously you're wanting to make connection, and I feel like eventually he will try to come back and make that connection with you, because this is the coming back card. This is the retriever card. This is it. He's holding, if you see the card, he's holding something close to him. Okay. And what this is he's bringing something back to you. Okay. So I feel like he will make connection with you. It's not time yet. Okay. He's still healing where he's at. Okay. He's still got a healing to go through. And once he goes through that healing, then he'll make that connection. Okay. So I would try to give it some time. All right. But as far as okay, so I feel like I was saying you, but I think it was him. Same message, just interchange you for him. Okay, so maybe it was his mind that had the depression and the sadness and the freedom of wanting to let go and the contemplating and the decision and the unsureness and the questions and the crossing over and wanting to be free. Okay, but again, I don't think there's nothing you could have done. There was a lot in his mind, I think. So, but as far as you, okay, I don't feel like there's any blame or anything. Because, like I said, that I was getting very clearly there's nothing you could have done. Okay, you couldn't have changed anything. So that remains, okay? But he's in a place where he's healing, okay? And when he is ready and able, he will make this connection with you, okay? So don't give up. Yes, he definitely loves you. And I think that's why this one, the bright mother card, is coming in, because it is representing a good mother. And of course, he would want you to still take care of yourself and love yourself, because you deserve that. And, the love is still there. He loves you, right? So, Marianne, I would give it a little bit of time and then try to make a connection, okay? I can recommend a medium from my personal experience who I've been to several times, and she is very good, okay? Her name is Mary Beth Wren, and that's Wrenn, and she is in Charlotte, North Carolina, and she does do clientele over phone and over Zoom. Okay. And I know she is pricey. I don't know if that's an issue for you, but she's very well worth it. She's very good. I've been to her several times and she is excellent. Okay. And you can probably check out her reviews and stuff, but it's Mary Beth. It's one word. That's her first name is Mary Beth. And then the last name is Wrenn, Wrenn. Okay. But give him just a little bit more time. Okay. And then reach out to her, because that's what she does like all the time. Right. Mine is very sporadic. It's when they are ready and want to communicate. But that's what she does all the time. And she's very good. Okay. So please check her out. I know she's on Facebook. Okay. If you have trouble finding her, send me a message on the Witch Source Facebook page, and I will get you her Facebook page link directly where you can reach out to her. Okay. Okay. Because I think he definitely wants to make the connection. He just isn't quite able yet. It does take a lot of energy to make that connection and make that happen. Okay. So just give a little bit of time. Okay. All right, Marianne. Let's see, you guys. Wow, it looks like that's it. Does anybody else want a reading? Sherry had to run and Tracy had to run. I really wanted to get with Tracy. You're very welcome, Marianne. Like I said, if you need help finding her, let me know. I can totally vouch for her. She is spot on. Spot on. She's a very good medium. All right, you guys, anybody else want a reading? Let me know. I'll be happy to do some. We got some time. I wish Tracy was still on here and Sherry, but that's okay. All right, you guys. If nobody else is interested in a reading, we will hop off. Thank you, Pam, for helping with that. Yeah, appreciate that. Oh, Jessica, you're very welcome. If you enjoyed it, please leave a review recommendation on the Facebook page. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to like our page, okay? And we've got a group, a Facebook group, if you're interested. Once you like the page, I'll send you an invite. And then, that's totally on you to accept it or not at that point, okay? But yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And if you can share, that would be lovely. We appreciate that. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to call it an evening. I enjoyed this. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, Jessica, we'd love to have you. All right, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. I will be back Monday at 12:30 Eastern Time with the daily live readings. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. And yeah, we're working on some new things. So hopefully we'll get some new stuff out for you guys soon, some new products and information. And we're wanting to start doing some, maybe mixing up some things and doing some new fun things in the group as well. But we're still in the planning phases, but it's going to be lots of fun and really cool. So, all right, you guys, we will see you next go round. Thank you. Have a great weekend, everybody.